everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys all about skincare. This is the most important thing when it comes to makeup. If you don't take care of your skin, obviously your makeup's not going to look well. And I would get a lot of women and girls that would come in and they would be really frustrated with what their makeup looks like because maybe they're not taking care of their skin as well. And I want to teach you guys all about different skin types and the right products to use. Not like actual like physical like brand or anything like that, but the actual kind of steps that you need to take to make sure that your face always looks good when you're applying makeup, because that's what we want to do. We want to apply makeup on top of it, but we also want to make sure our skin is healthy. We want to make sure it looks good because this is the skin that we're in for the rest of our lives. We cannot change our skin at all, so we want to take care of it. So I'm going to be talking to you guys first about skin types. I think this is the one thing that people are most confused about, is what skin type they have. And there's a lot of different things that may confuse people about it, and I have some notes right here that I just want to go over with you guys really quick on the different skin types and read it to you guys, so then maybe you can be like, oh yeah, that's more like me, or that's not like me. So first is normal skin, and this is what I have. So you have a nice balance between dry and oily. Like you're not, or like not dry and oily. You're moisturized, but you're not too oily, but you're not too dry. It's like right in that middle. Your skin feels healthy. It does not feel dry. It does not feel dehydrated. Nothing's like pulling, nothing's patching off. It's pretty much normal. That's why they call it normal skin. And with normal skin, you can wear all different types of foundation. It's really based on your preference. If you like something with more of a matte finish, or if you like something that's a little bit more radiant and glowy like I do. And with skincare, you can do a lot. If you don't really have any sensitivities, then you can, you know, really mix and match what you like. And that's what's really cool about having normal skin. So if you have normal skin, you kind of feel like you're right in that middle. You know, nothing's really striking out to you like, oh, that's not me, then you have normal skin. Also, a nice test is to actually feel your skin. If it feels dry to you, or if it feels like, you know, there's moisture or oil on the skin, that can help as well too. So the next skin type I want to talk about is oily skin. And this is where there's an actual like shiny, oily surface on the skin. This is where a lot of people kind of get a little confused. If they see a little bit of shine, you know, say like right in that T-zone area where a lot of people get shiny, that's normal. A lot of people, that's like, you know, that hormonal area, a lot of people get shiny right in there. But that does not necessarily mean you're oily. If you're oily, you're shiny throughout the day, like from, you know, the morning you wake up to, you know, when you go to bed. It's really all over. There are combo skins, which I'm going to talk about, but when you're oily, you, like I kind of changed from normal skin to oily skin about a year ago. From oily skin to normal skin about a year ago, and my nose, like I was having the worst problem with my nose. Like it looked like an oil spill happened, like just grease like all over my nose. It was horrible. Like probably an hour after I put my makeup on, it would just be like a slip and slide of grease like all over my nose. So also too, with oily skin, that is where you get those larger pores throughout, you know, that cheek area or on the nose, and you get more blackheads as well too. So if you feel like those are some of your symptoms, then you probably have oily skin. Now for people with oily skin, I always got the fact that people would come in, they're like, I have oily skin, but I don't do anything, you know, for skincare. Well, first of all, everyone has to take care of their skin. Everyone has to wash their skin. Everyone has to moisturize their skin, no matter what you have. You know, there are a lot of different products out there, and I'm really talking about moisturizers when it comes to oily skin. A lot of people with oily skin feel like they don't need to moisturize their skin, which is not true. So there are different types of moisturizers and products out there that you can use to hydrate and moisturize your skin. And one thing, if you've heard, oil combats oil, so you can use something like a beauty oil to hydrate your skin. You can also use things that are actually oil controlling. Like MAC has a bunch of different products that I can list down below in the description box that are meant for oily skin. They're meant to control the oil, to kind of mattify that down, but it's still hydrating your skin, because that is very, very important when it comes to skincare. Next, I'm going to be talking about dry skin. And this is where there is a matte surface. The skin usually has smaller pores and is a little bit thinner. And then when it comes to more mature skin, because a lot of women with more mature skin, they will have broken capillaries, wrinkles, flakiness, and so when the older you get, your skin does get a little bit drier. But there are people, obviously, everyone out there, you know, who are younger or anything like that, can have dry skin as well too. And having dry skin is probably the, unfortunately, worst skin type for makeup, because if you're not taking care of your skin in the right way, like hydrating it and all of that, exfoliating, then your makeup is not going to go on right. And it was unfortunate when I would get a lot of women coming in and they didn't take care of their skin and they had dry skin. You know, living up north, it was, especially in the cold, that is the worst time for dry skin. And when I would get women that would not take care of their skin, would not moisturize it, but then they wanted, you know, foundations on and they wanted all of this, it would become a difficult situation because the makeup was just going on like really dry and really patchy, and we would both be upset. You know, it's not my fault, it's not their fault. It's just they have dry skin and they didn't know how to take care of their skin. And that's, like I said, the number one thing that when it comes to makeup is that your skin is looking good. You can't make makeup go on to skin that is not the best if you want that, you know, a certain look. So with dry skin, you definitely want to make sure that you are moisturizing your skin day and night. It is very important that you're doing that. There are a lot of different things out there for dry skin, a lot of different things that you can do that will really hydrate your skin. And there are two different types, like, so there's dry skin and then there's also dehydrated skin, which I'm going to talk about next. And this is where it lacks moisture on the surface of the skin with flakiness and wrinkles. So if you feel like your skin is not super dry, but then you don't feel like you're normal or oily either, you may be dehydrated. Also, your skin may feel tight and itchy at times. And that's where there are different products out there that will hydrate the skin. So there's a difference between moisturizing the skin and hydrating the skin. And it all depends on, say like for moisturizers, it all depends on the formula of a moisturizer. So for people, they don't want to, a lot of people don't want to feel like greasy or heavy with their moisturizer or anything. So there are, when you're dehydrated, there are times where you don't want that heaviness on your skin because you feel like you don't need it. So with a moisturizer, there are some moisturizers that have more of a gel-based formula, and that can be very hydrating on the skin, but it's not as heavy on the skin. Where someone with more dry skin, they may want something a little bit heavier, more like a whipped texture, so it feels more hydrating and more moisturizing on the skin. So then we're going to talk about combination skin. And this is, you know, what it makes sense. Combination skin, where you feel like you are both dry and oily. And it's, that's where that fine line comes in, where everyone thinks that they're oily just because of like a little shininess right in there. But you really need to know if you actually are like oily throughout here and then like dry throughout here. So those are kind of the different skin types that people will have. So next I'm going to be showing you guys my skincare routine and the things that I use to achieve the skin that I have and to take care of it, and to show you what I think is important in everyday skincare routine. Okay, so the first thing that I think is the most important thing when it comes to skincare is taking off your makeup at night. If you don't take off your makeup at night, which I hear a lot of people don't, and that is just, oh, that creeps me out. Yes, obviously there are nights where I do not want to take my makeup off. And it's, you know, so hard and you're so tired. But think about it in the long run, your skin is going to look better when you take it off. So there are a couple different things that you can use, and I will show you what I use to take off my makeup. So I use makeup remover wipes, and these are by MAC. I work for MAC, so I get them for cheap, and that's why I use these. But there are a lot of different brands out there. I love though the MAC ones because they do have sugar in them, which helps exfoliate your skin a little bit. And I love that they come in really big packs, like this 100 pack right here. So I use these to take off my makeup at night, and then I will go in and wash my face afterwards. If you can leave these by the bed. I mean, I always say you have to wash your face at night, but on those days where you're super tired and you really don't feel like doing it, you can leave these by your bed and just take it off at night and then go to bed. At least your skin is breathing a little bit from not having that makeup on at night while you're sleeping. So I like to use wipes. I know some people like to use cleansing oils. Some people like to use that micellar water. Anything that you want to use to take off your makeup is perfectly fine, as long as you're taking it off. I just like wipes because it's a lot easier. I don't have to get like a cotton round and something else to take it off and all of that. So that is what I use. Next, and this is I kind of change up my nighttime routine, but it's mainly the same, just because I feel like I have normal skin and I don't really need to do a lot of different things with my skincare. But the next thing I do is wash my face. And I actually use a Clarisonic to wash my face. And I know a lot of people, oop, mine's still wet from being in the shower. I know a lot of people have different misconceptions about what a Clarisonic is and what it does. And I hear a lot of people on YouTube talking about how it exfoliates your skin. Well, when I started at my last job with MAC at the Nordstrom that I went to, it was a brand new Nordstrom, so we actually got to have all of the brands that we were gonna have in the cosmetic department come in, so representatives from the brand come in and talk to us about each and every brand. So if you were not working in cosmetics before that and you needed a little bit of like a booster of what everything is, then you could do that. So one of the representatives from Clarisonic actually came in and talked to us about this. And I have been using my Clarisonic for about 3 years at that point. I always loved using a Clarisonic, but actually hearing her talk about what it does made me love it even more. So what a Clarisonic does, it is a deep cleanser for your face. It does not exfoliate your face at all. Just because it has a brush does not mean it exfoliates your face. There are cleansing machines out here like this that do exfoliate your skin, but Clarisonics don't. So when I hear people saying, oh, I don't use mine every day because you're not supposed to exfoliate your skin every day, that is not true. You are technically supposed to use this twice a day because you're technically supposed to wash your face twice a day. So when I use this, say only once a day, so say only in the morning when I use this. At night, say I don't use it, I just like take off a wipe and then I go to bed or whatever. The next morning, when I wash my face, I will see makeup still in here. So the fact that I am not getting off all my makeup with that wipe and how deep cleansing, or how that the Clarisonic deeply cleans my skin makes me think it really works. And I have everyone in my family using it. I have my boyfriend using it. I have my mom using it, my dad using it. He only uses it like once a month. It's weird. I'm trying to get him out of it. But I have both of my cousins using it. I have my aunt and uncle using it. I just think it's such an important part of skincare because it really deep cleans your skin. So you can use any face cleanser on it, and all you do, it has a little like start button right there. I have, this is one that was special to Nordstrom. That's why it has like the lips and lashes on it. But all you do is press it. Oh, you see water coming off of it. All you do is press it and then it will It will go for 20 seconds in your T-zone area. So I do it on my nose and on my chin for 20 seconds. Then I do 20 seconds on my forehead and then 10 seconds on each cheek. And it'll actually like kind of beep beep or like stop kind of buzzing when you're supposed to switch. And I think that's really cool. So I use for the cleanser that I personally use, and this is the cleanser that I have fallen in love with, and I don't like any other cleanser. It's actually from MAC as well too, and it is our Marine Bright Formula Cleanser. And the reason why I like this is because of the texture. And I will get some out. It's like kind of like a whipped, and I know it's like white so you can't even see it, but it's kind of like a whipped white foaming cleanser. And the reason why I like this texture is because it does not dry out my skin. There are a lot of cleansers out there that are more of that gel-like formula, and that to me dries out my skin personally a lot, and I don't like it. So I really like this one. Like I said, it's from MAC, but you can get any cleanser you want. The only thing I think about skincare is this: try not to get it from the drugstore. It's hard because like I don't want to say you have to spend all your money on skincare, but skincare is the most important thing when it comes to makeup, and I would rather people splurge on skincare than on makeup. And so like I said, there are a lot of cleansers out there. I don't love the ones from the drugstore. I don't think that they're all made the same. I think that they have a lot more of like a soapy texture in it where it feels like it's drying out your skin a lot. You know, I would get girls that would come in and they're saying, oh, I'm using such and such from the drugstore and my skin is so dry. Well, you know, when I was trying to use stuff from the drugstore, I could tell that it was drying out my skin. So that might be a reason. But I mean, check it out, see. But, you know, using a good cleanser and definitely using a Clarisonic like this really, really helps. There are all different prices for the Clarisonic, so you don't have to go out and get the most expensive one. The cheapest one starts at $99, and I really, really enjoy it. So that is how I wash my face, both morning and night. Then I will go in with a toner. And the important thing of a toner is that it restores your pH balance of your skin. And the reason why this is important, let me get my notes because I don't want to read it wrong to you. Hold on, where are you? Okay, so basically the pH balance of your skin, it's like the acidity, where acid is in your skin, I cannot say that word. It measures that level. And after like you wash your face and all of that, your pH balance is off. So you want to restore that pH balance. So using a toner really works. And this is, I use from MAC as well too. Not everything I have is from MAC, but I do like the our Lightful C formula that we have. It is all about lightening and brightening, and I really like that in skincare. It's like a brightening formula, so that's why I personally use it. But this is our softening lotion, and I absolutely love this. I have tried a lot of toners in my life, but this is the one that I love the most. It definitely makes your skin feel a lot softer. You can definitely feel your skin like regaining its moisture level and all of that with using a toner. And a lot of people don't know how to use a toner. You know, it's like I said, it restores your pH balance. A lot of brands have them. They're either called softening lotions or toners. The reason why it's called a softening lotion for some brands is because if they're made like in Asia or if they're brought over from Asia, that is what they're called in Asia. But this one I just put on a little cotton round. I actually heard that we are repackaging this from MAC, and it's going to be in like a little spray bottle like Fix Plus is, which I'm really happy about because I was having my boyfriend use this, but it was getting caught in his beard on the little cotton round, like your little cotton rounds would get stuck in his beard. So he has to use like a spray one. I got him one from Dr. Murad, and so yeah, there's a lot of different brands out there that have them, but using a toner is wonderful, and this is just the one that I use. Next, you can go with moisturizers, or you can use a serum. I was using a serum. I ran out of all my serums. So, I mean, if you want to use one, it's totally fine. If you don't, to me, it's not going to, like, if you're not using one, you're not going to be affected by it. But if you are using one, I mean, it's good, it's fine. But there's all different reasons for serums, you know, anti-aging and brightening and all of that. But I'm not using one currently at the moment because I don't have one right now. So my two moisturizers that I'm using right now, I'm using the Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme Light. And this is a global anti-aging cream. And the reason why I'm using this is because I got it for free from Estee Lauder from my last place of work. And actually I do like it. It's really, really nice. It says it is for normal to combination skin. So I'm guessing that this, you know, it may not be the best maybe for oily skin types because it's not heavier. It's obviously, like I said, it's light. But it does have like a little bit of a greasy feeling to it, but I like that. I like my moisturizers to feel a little bit on the heavier side because I am normal and I'd rather be more hydrated and more moisturized than a little bit more on that side. But that's just personally me. So I am using this morning and night. And then I also have from Botanics, and I actually got this from Target. It is a facial oil and it's 100% organic with nourishing rosehip oil. And I love facial oils. I will just sometimes use them by itself. Like today I did not use that moisturizer from Estee Lauder. I just used a facial oil. Sometimes I will mix them in. So, you know, like I said, sometimes I'll use it by itself, just depends. And facial oils, they are wonderful. They just bring back a lot of life to your skin. And like I said, if you do have oily skin, it does help to kind of balance out that oil, which is a little like, kind of like an oxymoron. Like, how does putting oil on your skin get rid of oil? But it does. So just use it. And then finally, for my eye cream, another one by the MAC Lightful C. This is our Vibrancy eye cream. And I love this stuff. First of all, a little bit goes a long way with any eye cream that you use. And you want to place it not on the eye. I will do it like on the brow bone and then underneath the eye down in here. And then I'll actually bring it onto my smile lines as well too, because those are more of a little sensitive area as well too. And a eye cream really helps with that. You don't have to use an eye cream, maybe if you're a little bit younger, but the older you get, eye creams are definitely wonderful because you want to make sure that your under eye is super hydrated for when you're putting concealers and powders and all of that on top of it. So that is all I have for what I use personally for skincare. I'm not trying to say that you have to use anything that I'm using, but I just wanted to show you an example of what I use to keep my skin nice and healthy. I think it's really important to keep your skin healthy and glowy and beautiful no matter what type of skin you have. And really splurging and just investing in good skincare is probably the #1 thing that you should do for makeup. My mom had me using really good skincare since I was a little girl. And I think that had really helped out my skin. I really never had to deal with acne or anything like that. And I know, you know, it may be like a one in, you know, so many people don't have to deal with acne, whatever. But I think that really taking care of my skin has helped me to not break out as much. Obviously, I still do have breakouts and they annoy me like crazy. Like when I moved down here to Louisiana, my skin, oh my God, like breakout after breakout after breakout. Like just every night I would get a new one and I did not know what was going on with my skin. But I think it was just being in a new environment, you know, just trying out something new. And because I was using all of my same skincare and all of that, but all the stress from moving and all of that. So if you do have any problems with acne or anything like that, just know it can be due to stress or what you're eating or anything like that. So just make sure you take care of your skin and just try to use as many products as possible that will really help just cleanse out the skin and just make it fresh Any day that you don't have to wear makeup, don't wear makeup. If I don't have to wear makeup on certain days, I will not do it, just to keep my skin healthy. While flying, I do not wear makeup at all. Unless you have to go somewhere right off the plane, don't wear makeup on the plane. I don't care what you say, my mom hates me for this, but do not wear makeup on the plane because it's so up in the air, it's just so like dehydrated up there. And so if you putting this like barrier on your skin of, you know, to block out all of that, it's just like, it's so bad. So the more moisture you put onto your face before you fly, the better. I love to do the Glam Glow hydrating mask on the plane. It's like a moisturizer, but it's a little bit heavier. It's clear. And I will put that on before I fly. So those are some tips that I have. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I want to give you guys a good understanding of what I know for skincare and what I tell my customers for skincare, well, you know, what they need to achieve to get, you know, the type of skin that they want and to make sure their makeup looks beautiful when they put it on. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and there will be a lot more videos like this talking about different, you know, different things that maybe are a little bit of misconceptions or anything like that. So, and a lot more like lesson videos when it comes to actual, you know, types of products or types of techniques or anything like that. So if you would like to see any of those videos, I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!